Now the Sri Lankans have created a huge upset, if you like that word. 321 chased down pretty comfortably, and it was their young batsman who got the job done. A 7-wicket win. It's thrown the group wide open, and India have been stunned. Ajit, did India just not get it right with the ball in the way that these boys approached it? We'd actually just put that up on how Sri Lanka aced this chase, and I wonder if the guys agree, losing just 1 wicket in the power play in those first 10 overs, so that ensured that they set a bit of a base. That stand, Gunathilaka, who came into this game, hasn't played a lot previously, and Kusal Mendes, that stand really set them up, that second wicket stand. Also, the 75-run stand between Pereira and Matthews coming back into the game. Ajit referred to the role of the captain, and then Gunaratne really providing the icing on the cake. There were absolutely no hiccups and a lot of boundary hitting. More runouts in that was the only aspect of Sri Lanka's game that was a little bit off today. Let's just put the innings progression, and Flem can actually just throw some light on this. Look at this, right throughout, first 10 overs 44, but then their run rates are all high, and then they finish off with a flourish. There was clearly also a plan to attack. What they saw was the weaker wing of that Indian lineup. So Pandya went for a few, and it's just potential that he is being picked on. Just have a look at the top 3 Sri Lankan batsmen. Sometimes you've got to go with gut with batsmen, and he's so young that we are still struggling to find a picture of him in our archive is Gunathilaka. But Matthews obviously finishing off things, and Mendes in that middle. But that's the beauty of a tournament of this kind, that on a world stage suddenly you discover an absolute jewel, Ajit, and this boys showed us confidence in their own ability than the world had in them, and the Sri Lankans really making a statement. Now we're going to try and put the points table up, because it's made this group absolutely delicious. 2 quarterfinals now before the semi-final, because the winner of the next, every team on 2 points now, and now these next 2 games, India, South Africa, straight out knockout, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, straight out knockout. Now if you're in the Indian camp and going into this game, suddenly from settled team, you're going to all these questions. Should I insert it to in after Sri Lanka won the toss? So in hindsight, that proved to be the right decision. We'll just break that Indian innings down a little bit and look at perhaps at some point. Now look, this is a comparison of India's wins with 330 plus scores in England since that World Cup in 2015. And you look there in that overs 31 to 40 is where perhaps the run scoring wasn't quite as dynamic as it could be. We'll look at little aspects like that, Flem, and see whether they could have improved on that.
Yeah, 100%. That is glaring to me, that just under 5 and over when you're looking to get...
We're just putting the top 3 Indian batsmen out now, and from this game, and even as that comes up, Shikhar Dhawan, once again a very good game for him, over 100, or Rohit Sharma with him at the start, getting India the perfect platform in a sense, and then